Hi Sagittarius, welcome. Thank you for tuning into my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. You are watching a general love reading for the sign of Sagittarius for this coming week in July. Today is Friday the 24th. So Sagittarius, I want to remind you that this is a general reading, and that means that it can apply to just about anything in your life. I also want to remind you to be flexible with the energy. Don't be overly concerned about the gender of the cards. You can mix and match the roles within the reading, and that means you can be represented by any of the characters that shows up in the cards. Parts of the reading may resonate for you, other parts may not. So take what does and leave behind what doesn't. My intention is to reach those that need this message and will benefit from it in some way. I hope that's you today, Sagittarius. I hope by the time you finish watching this, not only did you enjoy it, but I hope that you feel like you have something that's helpful and useful to you, and that you didn't just waste your time watching another ridiculous video on YouTube. Carmilla's here. She's hanging out on her cage. She's eating some food right now. I think she's off screen. You can't really see her, but she'll make her appearance. You can count on that. Sylvester's here. He's hanging out in the window. One of his favorite spots. My son's out of town. He flew out of town yesterday, so I'm caring for his pets. Carmilla, her big cage, her home, has been moved into my bedroom. So she and I woke up together this morning. She was very good. She didn't squawk like she normally does. Normally she carries on for quite a while, but she was pretty quiet this morning, so I was thankful for that. There she is, making her appearance. I also got a brand new microphone for my iPhone, Sagittarius. I've been avoiding buying that for a long time, but I've had a few viewers complain about the volume of my videos. I knew that it was lower than normal, but I never thought it was really that bad. At least it wasn't for me when I was rewatching my videos. But anyway, I have a microphone. So if the sound sounds good to you and you feel like leaving some feedback, I'd appreciate it. I'm looking forward to seeing how it improves the audio for my videos. Okay, Sagittarius, I'm sure you could care less about my microphone, and I'm carrying on about that. So I'm going to give this first deck one more good shuffle, and then we're going to get started and see what's in the cards for Sagittarius for this coming week in July. Here we go. So we're going to start off with the Ace of Cups, paired with the Knight of Pentacles. King of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Ten of Cups in reverse, Ace of Swords, Seven of Cups, and then we have the Three of Wands. Okay, Sagittarius, so we have a King of Wands on the table. This could be your energy or somebody that you're dealing with. The King of Wands is a natural born leader. This is somebody who may manage a business, maybe a father figure, patriarch. This can be somebody who is a CEO or in charge of an organization. This is somebody who may make decisions for others. This is somebody who may orchestrate plans for groups of people. Somebody who delegates responsibilities to others. Somebody that other people look up to. Somebody who is trusted. Has experience under his belt. And I want to remind you, the King of Wands can embody a female as well. Or a female can embody the King of Wands energy is what I should say. So you can be a female and be this King of Wands. feel like you could be dealing with a connection or a relationship that's moving forward, making steady progress. Feels positive. I'm going to get some more cards out on the table. We'll see what else we can come up with for you, Sagittarius. We have the Tower. And then we have the Three of Cups in reverse. Page of Wands. Knight of Swords. Eight of Cups in reverse. Eight of Swords. Queen of Wands. And then we have the High Priestess. Okay, so what I have right now is when I saw this page come out with this King of Wands, to me I thought mentor and apprentice, or teacher and apprentice. It feels like this King of Wands may be guiding somebody or teaching somebody. This person may be working underneath this individual. I get teacher apprentice with those two cards. But there's some hesitation with possibly moving forward, maybe within this dynamic or the way it stands right now. We have a Queen of Wands on the table also. There's some confusion surrounding this Queen of Wands. Maybe her motives or intentions or her goals or her hopes. There's some confusion surrounding her. She might be a little secretive. She may be keeping something to herself. She might not be forthright about expectations. I don't feel negative energy off of her. But I do feel like she's not being forthright or open. And so there's a little bit of confusion surrounding her energy. So the Queen of Wands is similar to the King of Wands. She's very ambitious and creative. Somebody who goes after what she wants. She is not afraid of a challenge. She can be very outgoing, very social. But I get the feeling there's some confusion surrounding expectations, her motives. I feel like she might be this Page of Wands. She might be represented also by this Page of Wands. So there's a sense of partnership between this King and this Queen. And I feel like this Queen might be gaining something from this King, whether it's knowledge or know-how or experience. It feels like she's learning something from him. But there's some hesitation surrounding this connection and its progress forward. And it could be, again, surrounding the hesitation could be regarding the confusion surrounding this Queen of Wands motives, again, or her intentions. I feel like she's keeping something to herself. This feels like this involves a group dynamic, a group of people. And I do feel like there's some kind of disharmony, disagreements, disappointment within this group dynamic. And I feel like it's associated with this King and Queen of Wands. I feel like this Queen is, and I might change my mind about this, but right now, to me, it feels like this Queen is keeping some kind of truth to herself. It's almost like she's got it locked away. She's got some kind of truth or information, or, again, there's some mystery surrounding this person. She's keeping something locked away and hidden. And I feel like it has something to do with her intentions or her motives regarding an outcome, or what she expects out of this connection with this King. And I think there's some suspicion surrounding that. I think this King kind of knows that there's something that's kind of being kept from him, and so he's feeling a little hesitant or uncertain about moving forward within this connection. There's Sylvester. He thinks he's going to sit in my lap. Sylvester, you can't sit in my lap right now. You can't. I know I love you, but you've got to mosey on over there. We'll sit together later. He's really stuffed up this morning. He's a chronic snuffler. That's what the vet called him. He's a chronic snuffler. And this morning in particular, I don't know if it's because of the weather change, we've got a cloudy day today, he woke up all stuffy. So when he gets stuffy, he sneezes. And when he sneezes, he gets the big, long, slimy stuff that comes out of his nose. It's not pleasant. And he often sneezes when he's sitting on your lap or around you, and it's not a fun experience. Let's just put it that way. I don't want you to have to deal with that with me, Sagittarius, so we're going to keep him off my lap for this reading. I'm going to protect you from that. Okay, Sagittarius, let's get this third deck out and see what else we've got for you. So we have the Empress in reverse, Ten of Wands, Nine of Wands, Six of Wands, Three of Wands again, Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Knight of Wands. So we have the whole wand family out here. The Page, the Knight, the Queen, and the King. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, so again, there is something that this Queen is keeping to herself. I feel like she's feeling insecure about exposing this truth, this information. I feel like she is not certain about whether or not she should expose what it is she's got tucked away, that she's not allowing others to see. I feel like it's expectations, again, motives or outcome. I have that strongly. It's intentions. She's keeping her intentions to herself. And because this feels like a group dynamic to me, if there's people working together and someone is kind of keeping to themselves what their expectations are, what their intentions, what their motives, what their hopes for outcomes are, then I think that can be problematic for the rest involved. And that could be what's going on. I think that there is at least some understanding that this queen has something up her sleeves. And so it might be causing some disruption within the group, or some uncomfortable feelings. It could just be, it may not be something that's blatant and in your face. And I really feel strongly it's just kind of almost this underlying energy. Something's in the air, can't quite figure it out, can't quite put your finger on it because you don't have anything specific to point to, but it has something to do with this queen's intentions, or what she's up to, what she's motivated by with regard to this group situation and this king. I feel like this king is really working hard with this queen. This feels like it could be a partnership in business or work. It does not feel romantic. It could be, but it really does not feel that way to me. I feel like this king is really working hard for this queen. And by that I mean he's really invested a lot of energy into her. If this is a teacher, student, or mentor, apprentice type situation, I feel like he's really putting his best effort forward with regard to this person. Investing a lot of time, energy, and effort into her. But she may have, I think she's represented by this Empress in reverse. She may have some ulterior motives with regard to this connection. She wants something out of this connection that she's not revealing. She's keeping it to herself. And it's causing some disharmony within a group. And when I say that, it could just be that there is some suspicions lingering. Let's say this is a group dynamic where a bunch of people are working together to create something, or within a business. And obviously, if you're working together with a group of people, you know, most organizations or groups, I mean, I'm a retired teacher, so I know this to be true. At the beginning of every year, the school as a whole sets certain goals. And it's discussed, and then people set individual goals as well. But they have to meet or match the goals set by the group, because it's a group effort to educate children, right? So everybody needs to be moving in the same direction. Hi, baby boy. I know you want up here, but you know what? I can't have you in my lap right now. Do you want to go up in the windowsill? You can go up here. Come on, keep going. Good boy. Keep going. Good boy. This queen, it feels like if this queen could be suspicious or concerned that if she reveals her true motives, what she wants out of this situation, that things will come to a stop, or things won't continue to move in the direction that she's hopeful they'll move. So she definitely has a reason for keeping something under wraps. She definitely has a reason for that. Again, I'm not getting negative energy off of her. The Queen of Wands is in the upright. The Empress is in the reverse. Now, the Empress in reverse to me can indicate selfish energy, or somebody who is more concerned about themselves than others, or somebody who might have some personal needs that need to be taken care of. And that could be it too, because there is a sense of security on the table, insecurity on the table. She might be looking out for her own best interests, but not necessarily have negative intentions for others. It's just that her motives are centered around herself. And so again, she may not be necessarily a team player, if you will. But this King of Wands is investing a lot into this person, as though she is. And the King of Wands is a team player. He is the leader, he's the coach, he's the one who's looking out for others. He wants success for everybody. That is absolutely his intention. And I feel like because he has kind of an understanding that there's something going on with this queen, he's a little hesitant to move forward with her or continue on the same path with her, because he's fearful that she's not seeing the same vision, not motivated by the same intentions. Is not seeing things the way the rest are seeing things, or not hopeful in the same way that the others are hopeful regarding outcomes, intentions, goals, whatever this is for you, Sagittarius. Now, I want to remind you, male or female, you can embody either one of these energies. There's two people on the table. Of course, there's an indication that there is a group dynamic involved. Could involve family, friends, social circle, colleagues, co-workers, business partners, whatever that looks like for you, Sagittarius. You can be represented by any of these people. If this reading resonates for you, you could be the King or the Queen of Wands, or you could be represented by one of the external parties who's affected by this situation and by this relationship between these two people. So regardless of whether you're a Sagittarius or not, you may not be the central figure in this reading. I just want to make that clear. And that's what I mean when I say it could feel like you are listening to a reading for somebody else. You're cross-watching. So Sagittarius, we're going to get another round of cards out, see what else we get. We have the Two of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles in reverse, the Devil, that's not a comfortable card to come out. It's clarifying this Page of Wands. King of Cups in reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse. Magician. Eight of Cups this time in the upright, clarifying this Queen of Wands. And then we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, she's in the upright. I indicated early on in the reading that I didn't think necessarily that there was any negative energy coming off of this queen. However, I feel like she's represented by this King of Pentacles and this Devil energy. And I got kind of a negative message from this card, this Five of Pentacles that came out. I got the word shakedown. I know that's weird. It's possible. I'm just going to throw this out there and we'll see what this last round of cards comes up, what we come up with this last round. But I think it's possible that this queen might be keeping to herself regarding her intentions or motives because she intends to get what she can out of the situation and then she's going to walk. And the King of Pentacles is somebody who, again, could be a greedy individual, somebody who's self-centered, somebody who's an opportunist, who, in the upright, he can be somebody who is a provider and a protector. In the reverse, he's the reverse of that. In the reverse, he's the opposite of that. So he could be somebody who is out for himself, looking out for himself. He's going to get what he can out of a situation. And when it no longer serves, he walks. Here's the thing. I think that part of the reason that this Queen of Wands is in the upright position is because I don't feel like she thinks that she's doing anything wrong. But she sees an opportunity where she can gain something out of this group dynamic. And when it no longer serves her, she doesn't have to stay. And in her mind's eye, she's watching out for herself. She's looking out for number one. And that, to her, that's not a bad thing. It's maybe a necessary thing. But she might be screwing over other people in the process. Specifically, this King of Wands, who's done nothing but work his ass off and invest as much energy and effort into this connection as he possibly can. Probably with the hope that this person is going to be a team player, this person is going to benefit the group, this person is going to help create and manifest success for this group dynamic, which is his intention and his motive. I think that while I don't think the words are being spoken, I think this Queen of Swords in reverse also represents this Queen of Wands energy. And again, the Queen of Swords could be somebody who's very cold and calculating. This could indicate somebody who is not on the up and up, who's not speaking, who's not being honest. This can indicate somebody who's very critical and judgmental. And I think this represents this Queen of Wands also. I think she's portraying herself as a Queen of Wands. Again, somebody who really has it all together and is very capable and would be a very desirable member of a group dynamic or situation. It looks like she's involved with. She has a lot to offer, but I feel like this could potentially be a mask that she's put on, and I feel like it's because she has ulterior motives that she's not talking about. She's not expressing. And again, she could be looking to get what she can out of this situation and then go. I feel like this King of Wands is trying to maintain a neutral perspective. I think he's gaining an understanding. Whether or not this Queen is talking or not, I think this King understands or knows what's going on, or he at least suspects it. He probably made some observations. He has probably intuitively gained some understanding with regard to what's going on with this Queen. She may not have spoken the words, but I think he kind of knows what's up. I think he suspects. What's going on. And while he may be trying to maintain a level head, it's possible that he could be experiencing some disappointment, some emotional response, negative emotional response related to the situation and how it's transpiring for him and within this group. Right now, as it stands, things are still moving forward. There's no break in progress. Things are moving along just fine, but there's this elephant in the room, and it's this Queen of Wands that, at least at this point in time, is not being overtly addressed, and that's because she's keeping this all to herself. Let's get this last round out, Sagittarius, and see what else we have. Three of Pentacles. This definitely feels like a work situation. We have quite a few pentacles out here, but I have had that vibe that it could be, again, a group dynamic within a workplace setting or job situation. That kind of dynamic, where people are working together, or creating something together, collaborating in some way, shape, or form. But this king, again, is acting as a teacher to a student, or mentor to apprentice, that kind of thing. He's got something this queen wants. Seven of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune, again, this time in the upright. Ace of Cups again. Three of Wands again. Ten of Cups again in reverse. King of Swords. And then we have the Eight of Swords again. So the motives, intentions, expectations of this group dynamic definitely do not match this Queen of Wands. They just don't match. And it may be that I feel longevity in this situation. I feel like there's something that has, I feel like these people have been working together, collaborating for a long time. I feel like expectations have been clear for a long time with regard to this group dynamic. I don't feel like anybody's in the dark with regard to what the group's intentions are. Again, I talked about that, my own personal experience as a retired teacher. You set goals as a school, as an organization, as a district. Then the individuals involved have to set their own personal goals, and while they can certainly be slightly different, everybody can have individual goals within a group dynamic, but overall In general, they also have to match the group's purpose, the group's goals, the group's intentions. And I strongly believe that that's just not the case. And it could be that this queen is kind of hung on to the situation because maybe she thought she'd grow into it, or maybe she thought she'd eventually develop the same level of interest or desire to move in the same direction that everybody else is. I don't think that's the case. Her intentions don't match the rest of the group dynamics intentions, and they won't. I think she has made an effort to a certain extent to try. So on the one hand, I don't necessarily feel like her intentions have always been more on the self-centered side of things. I feel like there's been a lot of thought put into the situation, and it feels like there's been this return or this revisiting of what do I want out of this? I can't talk about it because it doesn't match what everybody else wants. It's not matching up with what everybody else wants. But there is something I can gain from. There is definitely something, and I'm talking as though I'm the Queen of Wands. There is something I can gain from this situation, and so I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to hang on to it because it serves a purpose for me. I can get something from the expertise of this King of Wands. He's still dedicated and motivated to make the effort with this Queen of Wands. But he's starting to have doubts. And I think it's starting to also affect him emotionally. Because I think that there is more than just a working connection or teacher-student, mentor apprentice situation here. I think there's also an emotional connection. It could be friends. Again, this could be a long-established relationship. It's lasted for a while. It feels like that's definitely the case for everybody involved. And so there's an emotional connection here too that might be difficult for this king to let go. And that's why he's stuck with it. I think he also does, though, feel, because this queen's kept things to herself, I think he also does feel like she has, at least for the most part, had intentions that match the rest of the team, the rest of the organization, the rest of the group. This reading has gone on for quite a while there, Sagittarius. We're at about 38 minutes. So I'm going to get a Dreams of Gaia tarot card, and we're going to wrap this up. We'll see what comes up for Sagittarius. I'm going to take this one. So we have the Ace of Wands, or Ace of Fire, in reverse that came up. We'll read this out of the book, and then we'll see what we get out of it. And we're going to wrap it up. Okay. If it's a reverse, if it comes out reverse, it's a potential blockage. And so it's a very short paragraph, Sagittarius, and I'm going to display the card for you in the upright. Okay? So here we go. The reversed Ace of Fire represents uncertainty. You are not sure of what you want, and so you may procrastinate and do everything but what you know you should be doing. To help you pass this blockage, the Ace reversed asks that you look within and clarify your objectives. Do you have too much on your plate already? Do those responsibilities prevent you from focusing on your objectives and the steps you need to take in order to have them manifest? Is it time to decide what it is that you truly want so you can act? Know that you can do what needs to be done in order to accomplish your goals. There you go. I mean, it could be more clear. That card fit perfectly in the situation, and I think it represents probably the thoughts going through this king's head is that his level of energy that he's putting forth within this connection with this queen is taking away probably from the progress of the group as a whole. And it could have pushed the pause button with regard to whatever this group dynamic is working toward because of the level of energy and effort being put into this queen, into what she needs to move forward. I think that this card represents, again, this king's thought process is, okay, so I'm putting this level of energy into this particular individual who may not ultimately benefit the potential outcome that I'm seeking and that the rest of the group is seeking. Does this need to change? Do we need to look at, who's in this for themselves? And who's putting forth the effort within the group dynamic that's going to benefit the group and move things forward for the group. And at this point in time, the effort being put into this queen is hindering this group's progress. They're still moving forward, but it's slow movement forward. I mean, the Knight of Pentacles, yeah, there's progress, but it's slow moving. And I think that this group dynamic probably wishes they could move forward a little faster. And maybe letting go of some dead weight or people who don't have the same intentions or expectations might get things moving along a little bit more quickly for the rest of the group, for the rest of the people involved. So I'm going to leave that here, Sagittarius. I hope that this reading was helpful. I hope that it resonated for you. I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. If it did resonate, please like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment if you want to. I will see you next time. Bye.